Welcome back to the Pair of Drinks podcast.
So much.
I always come in really strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I notice that I hit every episode really hard. I feel like I'm going to be so entertaining. And then I kind of feel awkward and taper off halfway because you look at me like, what happened?
No, you are what keeps this podcast alive.
Oh, that's fun.
There are some times when I can muster up the power. But not today. So I'm going to let you run this one, but I will be right there answering when I can. I'm a little sniffly.
And we appreciate you showing up.
I made it here.
Sniffles and all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because you make
I showed up.
You make this actually work.
Well,
I
you
might
could
drag us to the record button, but when we hit record, you make everything else happen.
Aw, get out. Okay, wait,
right.
what are we doing?
Yeah, we're getting right onto that. Nice segue. This week, I thought we'd talk about some favorites, because I found this book that I gave my dad, and one of it has a bunch of questions that ask favorites, and I thought they'd be fun ones to ask each other.
What's the book?
It says, My Dad, in his own words. And he filled it out with his own words.
Okay, so basically it's this super cute little book that has questions, and you give it to your parent to fill out so you can learn about their life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's a much better summary of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And so I have one for each of my parents, and they're slightly different. One for mom, one for dad. And they both were gracious enough to take time to fill them out. And I'm really happy that I have both of these. It's fun to get to know them.
Yeah, forgot. I need some of those.
All right. But anyhow, today we're not talking about my dad's or my mom's answers. We're talking about each other's answers.
Yeah. So it's like question podcast number 2 or something, because I think we've done that before. But anyways.
But these ones are favorites.
Favorites.
So this one starts with, what is your favorite color?
Well, I really absolutely do love all colors.
Which, just before we recorded this, I said was like the equivalent of saying $1 Bob on The Price is Right. That's what answering with your favorite, and you're saying, I love them all. That's the $1 Bob move.
Well, it's true. Colors make me happy. But if I had to really narrow it down to one, I would probably say green.
Green.
Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Green is good. Nature.
Yeah. Grass.
Calm. All that good stuff.
Seaweed.
Seaweed tastes good.
Kale.
Food. Leafy greens.
Green
They're really
peppers.
good for you.
Broccoli.
Green is good.
Favorite. Green. Fried broccoli.
What's your favorite color?
Blue. Always, without a doubt.
Why?
It's the sky. It's the sea.
It's all around me.
This is what I'd say if I was a poet. It's really calming to me.
Yeah. Green and blue good. Go good together.
They do.
People
Like
are going to think I
seaweed in
have
the
a
ocean.
stutter. Yeah.
There's also something about it that's clean and crisp. Like if I go outside and it's like this beautiful crisp blue sky, and then I take this inhale, and if it's like that perfectly chilled 14-degree air.
This guy will drink the nastiest coffee ever, but if he doesn't sniff that crisp air, he's not breathing for the rest of the day.
It's something like cleansing about a breath like that.
Yeah.
With that blue sky. I don't know. So that's what that shade of blue will do. I feel like I could have a sensation and a feeling for every shade of blue.
I like that.
Fun. We'll have to explore that another time.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing at the buffet? Sorry, this is not in your book.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have the non-book questions.
I like it.
What's your favorite thing at a buffet?
Ooh. Okay, I don't know if this counts at every buffet, but growing up, the buffet had a ice cream machine, and you could go pour like all you want soft serve. And you bet.
Okay, what about an adult's buffet? Like real food?
Probably the noodle dishes.
Noodle dishes.
Like whatever pastas or chow
Yum, yum,
meins
yum, yum,
or
yum.
I
Good.
don't know, any noodles. Yeah. I'm going for the noodles.
That's a good one. I would say Caesar salad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It's simple and yet it's everything.
Yeah, and I feel like they put more sauce on in a buffet for some reason.
Yeah.
But
there's something about that restaurant food that has a kind of, it's like, it's so good that you know it's terrible for you, but it's so good. Like,
right.
You know, where you're like, I know I shouldn't be eating this for whatever reason, but I'm so happy I'm eating this right now.
Yeah. Anyway.
Cool. So next one in the book. It's kind of a weird favorites, but it's like a fill in the blanks. So most days you are wearing blank.
Most days I wear tights and a tank or t-shirt in my work logo.
Yeah.
Not even the logo. It's just like a phrase.
It's a graphic tee.
It's a graphic.
You rep your company.
Yeah. I wear that most days. And mostly a hat or a headband.
As you are now.
Yeah, I haven't. Wait, no. I changed.
No, you have a headband on.
I forgot. I did change. I have a headband on because that's just too much effort.
Yeah. I like it. Your headbands are cool.
I have the one headband I wear.
I swear you have another.
Nope.
Okay.
Anyways, what about you? What are you usually wearing all day? Most days?
Jeans and a sweatshirt.
Jeans and a sweatshirt? I feel like you've been wearing shorts lately. And tanks. You still wear tanks.
Yeah, in the summer. Shorts and tanks.
Now it's winter.
But as we get into the
it's
not summer times
fall.
In Canada, yeah. I'm pretty much in jeans and a hoodie.
You're in shorts and a hoodie right now?
Yeah. Because I'm keeping it comfortable in the house. But like going outside. Or I'll wear like some kind of a button-up long sleeve. If I have to go out in public.
Yeah. Okay, who's your favorite cartoon cat?
Oh. Cartoon cat. I'm going to have to say Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I love those comics.
Yeah, and you like food a lot.
Yep. And I liked his general attitude.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like that.
Not being a fan of Mondays. Incredibly lazy. Loves lasagna. See? Pasta.
Yeah.
We love the pasta. And I love the mischievous things. Like my favorite comics from his, or I could say, I think my favorite strip was when Garfield is going around the house with a marker and he's drawing fake mustaches on all the pictures of John. And he thinks he's so smug. He's like, I've got every photo. Like he does every photo. Right? So like I love this petty detail to his criminality. But then the final frame, John jumps in and he's like, hey Garfield, I got this fake mustache. Don't you think it's awesome?
That's awesome.
So now all the photos matched John. And then Garfield's pissed because his prank backfires. And I think that's honestly my favorite Garfield strip.
That's cute.
Like I loved that kind of aspect to his humor and personality.
Yeah.
That was always fun.
Did you like the Bill Murray Garfield? Bill Murray played Garfield's live action or CGI live action.
I don't know if I saw it,
voice.
To be honest.
Oh, we'll have to find it. First one's better than the second, but
yeah, maybe I saw
Bill
like
Murray.
clips of it, but I don't think I've ever actually watched that movie.
Okay.
So I can't judge the character.
Well, I love cats, but I'll name the one that came to mind first, and it was Sylvester. That's
a good one too.
From the Sylvester and Tweety show. Because he's thucker and suffocatash. I can't do it.
But what about, which one's Tom and Jerry?
That's Tom and Jerry.
Tom's the cat, right? Tom Cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
I'm going with that.
Sounds right. That's it. Yeah, but...
He's another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's the second one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Sylvester's up there. I forgot about him.
I know.
What do you like about him?
I like that he's a cat. I always liked cats. And
Oh, funny.
he wasn't that smart. I thought that was cute. And the way that he talked.
You have that bit of a lisp?
Thuffer and thuckatash. I was trying to do that.
That's awesome. Oh, that's too funny. Okay. What's your favorite dessert?
Ooh, I love fudge. Ooh, fudge. Ooh, fudge. 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 Because I rarely get to eat fudge. And so, yeah, it deserved an announcement like that. Fudge.
Who gave us that fudge that had been in the fridge that we...
I think your mom?
Maybe. I want to say it was around Christmas, wasn't it? It's like a Christmassy thing.
I think your mom...
No.
It had the mint fudge in there that got into
but there was the one that wasn't mint, too.
Yeah, that was so good. I think it had some walnuts or something in it, too.
Yeah. It might have been Mom.
But fudge, yeah, so good. Let's find some.
Whoever gave us that fudge, I'm sorry we don't remember, but it was so delicious, and God, did we enjoy
Can
that.
I guess what yours is?
Yeah.
Ice cream.
No? Close. Yeah. That's a definite guilty pleasure, and I do love it.
Okay, but it's not like a dessert. You're thinking about a real dessert.
Well,
What's
I'm
your
thinking
dessert?
of my absolute favorite.
Tell me.
Cheesecake.
Oh, okay. Well, I should have put strawberry
'Cause what's my
cheesecake
favorite
ice cream.
to get? Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
cheesecake's good too. Cheesecake.
Yeah. But it's one to me that just feels so wrong because it's so good. So I literally can't eat too much, or I'll gross myself out if I eat too much.
I love the crumbly on the bottom.
Yeah, that graham cracker, especially if it's a really buttery one. And then it kind of breaks apart and it floats away, kind of like those Biscoff cookies. And then you're left with just that perfectly creamy, cakey.
What's coming up soon? Who can we get it? Can we just, whatever, we can just buy a cheesecake and eat it. We don't need a purpose.
We can make one.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
You can make one?
Yeah. We can make one. We'll make a cheesecake.
Okay.
We could also make there's a bourbon pumpkin cheesecake that we could make too for October.
Maybe. We'll see.
Anyhow. What is a smell that makes you stop? A smell that makes you stop every time.
I don't want to do that question.
What?
I don't know. The smell of hot dogs?
Weird. Wait, boiled or baked?
Baked. No, barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, boiled hot dogs is the past.
It's like 7-Eleven hot dogs. Let's qualify this. What kind of hot dogs are we talking?
The barbecue, I guess.
Yeah,
a barbecue. A barbecue going.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because that's always, oh my God, someone's barbecuing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, why can't I go over there? Who's going to invite me over? Let's go track them down. Where's that barbecue? It's a slippery slope.
Oh, man. That reminds me of, did you ever listen to 99.3 The Fox radio station in Vancouver?
Maybe.
The morning show used to have a summer program. It's the Jeff O'Neill show in the mornings there. And they had a thing every summer called Grills Gone Wild. And it was a free drive-through breakfast. And
That's cool.
They would pop up in different areas around the Lower Mainland. They did 6 or 8.
Oh, would they go to businesses?
Sometimes.
I
remember sometimes they were in Save-On parking lots and stuff. And it was hey, from these hours, come by and you'll get a free barbecue breakfast.
That's cool.
Of some kind. And then they were sponsored by the hot sauce. But anyhow.
That's awesome.
Barbecues. It always makes me think of that Grills Gone Wild. And I love that charity. The concept of that.
Yeah.
Kind of giving. It's cool. You got a question?
I haven't found anything cool yet.
Okay. Well, then I'll go with the one here. What is your favorite game to play?
Well, can you narrow it down? Board games? Video games?
You could do one of each.
Games? Favorite games? Well, right now it's the Lego, but I always love to play Zelda and Kingdom Hearts. I love games.
So those are your favorite video games?
Yeah. And then board games? I always have loved trivia. Well, Okay, I loved trivia when I had a better memory. A
You
better
have a great
memory. And could remember all that nonsense, that dumb
Trivia facts.
shit.
They're fun.
Any Disney board game I could play.
Mm.
Pretty much. But Monopoly is always fun. Scrabble. I can't choose. I like games.
You could have multiple. It didn't say it has to have one.
I like games.
Yeah.
Yahtzee.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yahtzee.
We just had an intense Yahtzee match last night.
Intense. Yeah. Yeah, because Jake
Jake
actually got a Yahtzee.
I know. That's the only
intense
reason I squeaked ahead. If I didn't get that Yahtzee, I would have lost.
You're right.
And I filled every box with a number. I felt proud of that. Like I didn't scratch off anything.
Yeah, it's usually...
I rolled all the hard things, like the straights and the full houses.
Yeah, you had those.
I got each of my numbers filled up. I didn't have to scratch anything off, and I was proud of that. And that's a tough one. Okay. How about a favorite? It says, well, it words the question here. A book that has stuck with you is... Or you could just name a favorite.
Well, I'll talk about an author that I love.
There we go. Yeah, that works.
And, oh my God, I'm sorry. I wish I could talk better right now.
You're doing great.
Her name is Mary Kubica, and she writes these really cool mystery thriller type books, and they're in several different point of views, which I really think is cool. And then it goes in the past and present, and it's always, every book has been twisted, so it's always a surprise, even if you think you're on the right track and you're like, oh, didn't think about that one little detail that really makes a big difference. And it's really cool. So I've been going through her books, and I found her when I was in Mexico in 2019. The hotel had one of those leave a book, take a book. Mm-hmm. I took a book. I didn't leave any books. I needed something to read for the ride home.
Yeah.
And got started there and have been enjoying ever since.
That's awesome.
So Mary Kubica, she's really cool.
Look out for her.
Yeah.
What was the name of her or her latest book that you
I believe it. Well, I think there's another one, but the newest one I had, well, I'm reading another one right now, but the newest one I thought that came out was Local Women Missing.
Oh, right. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Crazy. It's just crazy. And everything's so intertwined in a fascinating way. It's cool.
Yeah. That's a great writer when they can.
Yeah.
Really,
and the fact that I want to continue to read her books, because they're pretty much, I haven't found anything that's any sort of different from that. And I like that. So it's cool.
Yeah.
How about you?
Me. Ooh. It's kind of a tie, but I'm going to go with authors as well. One is Jess Walter. He's a Spokane author. He's had some big books, but I don't know if that makes him known by anyone.
I don't.
But he wrote, the first one I read was Beautiful Ruins. Actually, I read that on a flight to Mexico.
The whole thing?
Not in Mexico, yeah. Or just about. Like I read it, I think, through a couple of the first days staying there. But that used to be a favorite thing of mine, is to go in the bookshop in the airport and just find a book that calls to me, grab it, and just read it on the flight.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those flights are like 5 hours, and I didn't want to watch movies the whole time. So I really love some books he has, but I think my favorite from him is the Financial Lives of Poets. And it's a...
Oh, you have that one?
Yeah, I have that too. And it's a ridiculous tale that's mostly in this guy's kind of imagination. And I think it describes all of us when we get carried away with our imaginations and fear-mongering emotions.
That's cool. I'll have to read it.
Yeah, it's a really great read. You find yourself laughing and crying like within the same chapter. And then another one, Friedrich Bachmann. He's a Swedish guy. And he writes these like hilarious novels about absurd circumstances.
That's cool.
Yeah, the last one I read from him, it was about a group of people who were at a real estate showing at an apartment in like Stockholm. And then a bank robber runs in because he's been running away from the cops because he botched his robbery attempt. And he decides to hold everyone there hostage in the showing. And then just everybody's problems and shit arises. It's one of these great, it's almost like a murder mystery.
Oh, yeah.
Because then in the end, they help this robber get away. But that still doesn't give away the book. And that's why I love it, because it's just, it's so great. And injected with so much humor in such an absurd situation where you're like, when would people find themselves in this scenario? But yes, isn't that exactly how it would go and feel? Because it's just botched left and right.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, he's got a man named Ovi is another great one. I won't go into detail about it, but it's a wonderful. It's a much more heartfelt story about just I guess a kind of character that the world is losing.
Interesting.
Yeah, you have a question?
No, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up soon.
Okay, there's only a few left here. Music you love to listen to.
I love to listen to all music, but I absolutely love Disney music.
Mm-hmm.
And anything I can sing to.
Karaoke tunes.
But I like all kinds of music. Mm-hmm. I like a bit of everything. I don't like settle on one genre or artist.
Yeah. Absolutely. You got good taste.
I think you like exactly what I like.
Pretty much. Except my favorite's not Disney tunes. It's more like
true.
punk rock and rock guitar, pop rock. Most anything with a guitar. Okay. You're happiest when you are
with you.
Oh, cheese.
It's true.
Corny cheese.
That's what we call it when we say silly things like that.
When we say corny lines that are really cheesy.
It's so cheese corn. Corny cheese. Cheesy corn. Yeah, but it's true. I've been in the bathtub. I love being in the bathtub. I'm happy in the bathtub. Mm-hmm. That comes in a good second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about you?
Well, aside from being with you, which is obviously my favorite thing. Right now, my favorite thing was when it's hot out, sitting halfway into the river.
That makes you happy? Is that what the question?
Oh, that was one of my happiest places.
That's cool.
Going down to the river and sitting in that cold water on a scorching hot day.
Oh, yeah. It was,
I don't think I've ever, it's just the greatest. Never been so happy doing so little. It's amazing. Okay, last one here. What are words you try to live by?
Fuck it. I try to live by that. I try. It doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
Like it didn't happen today. But anyways, I can't talk anymore.
That's fine.
But what about you? What are some words?
Oh.
Leave us with some.
I'll drop something deep and honest. I have to look them up because I haven't memorized them. It's a little long, but I can easily read it. I have this on my wall, but it's in Spanish.
Oh, perfect.
And I got it in Spanish because I thought it would help me learn Spanish better. And it partially did. There's a lot of words I remember just because they're in this, and I've read it in Spanish a lot. But anyhow, Here's what it says. It says, "This is your life. Do what you love and do it often. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They will be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. All emotions are beautiful. When you eat, appreciate every last bite. Open your mind, arms, and heart to things and people. We are united in our differences. Ask the next person you see what their passion is, and share your inspiring dream with them. Travel often. Getting lost will help you find yourself. Some opportunities only come once. Seize them. Life is about the people you meet and the things you create with them. So go out and start creating. Life is short. Live your dream and share your passion." The Holstee Manifesto.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really great. And I like that there's these guys who sat down and just wrote that out. And I think they were starting with, well, I can't remember what they're starting with. I won't try that. But I just really love that some people took time to put those words together.
Yeah.
Because they just resonate really well. And I find that they guide me through a lot of seemingly difficult decisions with ease.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where we'll leave you this episode.
Bye.
See you later.